How to start casting candle magic spells as a beginner. I know that as a beginner in magic and wizardry, you're probably going to be pretty nervous casting your first spells, I get it. So in this video, I'll show you some really simple tips about how to cast candle magic spells, even if you've only just started out in magic and witchcraft. Let's start with clearing and cleansing a magic circle. To start casting a spell, you're going to want to have a clean space, and I'm not talking about just getting out your Dyson vacuum cleaner and clearing out the dust, although obviously that helps too. I'm talking about clearing the juju and making sure the space is spiritually clean. First, let's make a barrier between the outside world and the area in which you're going to be working. This is like closing the door to your house and then cleaning your house. You don't just let stuff come in or go out until you've cleaned the space within. Salt is a material that acts like a spiritual barrier, and so we're going to be making a barrier out of salt. Some people might want to throw or sprinkle down salt on the floor, and that's fine to do inside as long as you don't mind sweeping or vacuuming up afterwards. But please remember that salt kills plants stone dead, so if you're in your garden or somewhere that salt could cause problems, try making a salt rope instead, and it's pretty much as it sounds. Start by making a salt water mix, dip the string into that mix and let it soak for a while, and then just let it dry. You can then use that string to make a circle. You see, the salt water infused into the string will evaporate the water away, meaning the string or the rope now holds salt, and it will act as the salt barrier that you need. You can just lay this rope or string in a circle, which is a favoured shape among witches. Next, you should cleanse the circle, and this is where you clear out all the nasties to ensure that your casting circle is only going to have your own energies, good energies within it. You could either burn white sage, which is a good way to get rid of any negative energy, or sprinkle salt or salt water inside the circle while visualising cleanliness and the act of cleansing the circle. And again, bear in mind what I said about throwing salt on things that are living. You may also note that recently burning sage has had some associations with cultural appropriation. Native American cultures say it's less to do with cleaning energies and more to do with helping symptoms of constipation, menstruation, pregnancy, anxiety, sore throats, and even helps to repel insects. But most of all, burning sage is said to help with prayer and spell casting, and this can be a really good way to help focus the mind on spell work. For me, this is a really important point because if you're going to start to do any kind of magic seriously, you need to know what is making that magic work. For me, magic comes from the unconscious mind, directed by symbols that speak to the basic, primitive language that the unconscious mind can understand. Magic using symbols allows your whole self to be directed in your actions to do what is required, even if you don't know what that is consciously. It also allows you to make small changes so that the world around you can react accordingly. The trick is to put things out into the world and allow these things just to happen. How? Well, there's lots of ways you could do that, and in candle burning rituals you often select a colour of candle relating to whatever you want to do. So here are some basic ideas for colour correlation. Use black for banishing something or someone, get rid of bad energy, or to remove something from you. If you want someone to lose interest in you romantically, you might pick black, or just tell them. It's probably easier. Blue is often related to health and well-being. Whether this is physical or mental health, the calming energies of blue allow you and those around you to help centre themselves and feel better. Red is passionate love, the hot, fiery passion that comes with the early flames of love, and love that is romantic and all-consuming rather than the kind of friendship and easy kinds of love that you might get just with friends or family. Talking of friendship and platonic love, you might also want to try pink. Pink is a slightly less intrusive kind of love and is more like innocent companionship. Green is great for growth and transformation and allows the early seeds to grow. And I mean that figuratively, obviously, but it's also quite good for gardeners. Adding green to any spell means that you will grow that spell stronger over time. You can therefore use green with love, health, friendship and money spells and in conjunction with the other colours. Green is also great to use with luck. It symbolises luck in and of itself, and think of the four-leaf clover or lucky leprechaun when you do this. White is often used for purity and to add strength to an existing spell, while yellow can symbolise power, light, life, or success, and particularly money. If you want money, burning a yellow spell candle is a great way to get started. I've got links to spell candles in the description, by the way, if you want to buy any. Orange candles add warmth and can symbolise friendship, kindness, generosity, or, as with the sunset, the winding down of something or the ending or relaxation of something. Purple is perhaps my favourite candle colour because it symbolises the mystical, magic-y stuff and unknown forces. It can symbolise the dark and be used together with banishment spells and black candles to help get rid of negativity, or it can be used together with other colours to improve the mystical power of a spell. Remember that spell candles and colours basically mean whatever you want them to mean, so these are guides only, and if you disagree with my suggestions, that's fine. Go with what feels right to you. After all, magic doesn't come from a candle, it comes from within you. Burn a candle for yourself and only for yourself. Don't listen to what others say unless it's useful. And that covers candle colours in magic, but how do you start to cast spells using these candles and your newly found knowledge of candle magic? Well, step 1. Gather your materials and cast the circle as we've just learned. Remember that all materials for your spell need to be within the circle before you cast it. Do not make the circle too small, and if you have long hair or floaty clothing, you might want to tie your hair back, get changed into something a bit more practical, or bathe in asbestos. No, don't do that last one. Seriously. Step 2. Enter the circle and cleanse it of any negative energies. Step 3. Light the appropriate candles while visualising the reason that you chose each candle. What is that colour candle doing? If you want to get advanced, you could always mix the wax, share the flame, which simply means putting one candle at an angle to the other so that the flames burn as one, or even allowing the two candles to merge, blow them out and allow the wax to bond the candles together. You can wait until the flame and the smouldering wick are out, and then bond the candles using silk, string or ribbon, tie them together. The thing about witchcraft is that it's a very personal thing, and there's no real right or wrong way with this. Just go with whatever feels right. You'll get there. It'll be fine. Now, if you like this video, please click that like button. It tells YouTube's algorithms it was a good video and more people should see it. Please consider subscribing and ding that bell. If you ding the bell, you'll be informed next time I go live or upload anything. A massive shout out to these wonderful people. These are my patrons and members from Patreon and YouTube, and they help me out so much. If you want to be one of these wonderful people, head on down to the links in the description where you can join from $1.99 a month. I'll be back next time with some more magical awesomeness, but until next time, as always,
Stay magical.